What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be showing you how to draft the best team in a fantasy draft in Madden 23. So there's a bunch of different tips and tricks that I have for you. However, this is not really for people who do online drafting. Some of this stuff could work, but a lot of this stuff is different little hacks you could do with the just drafting versus just the AI. So if you are a person who likes to do drafts with their friends, like online, this one is probably not for you, but I personally think that it's just fun to do drafts just against the AI. Now, if you've never done a fantasy draft before, it doesn't really matter what team you use because you basically reset your team and everyone else's team, and you just get to draft an entirely new team. So I'm just going to pick the Jets because they're just the one that I landed on. And also I can maybe make them good. So before we start the fantasy draft here, well, I just want to say that what you're going to want to do is before you start this fantasy draft, you're gonna want to think about what kind of team you want to have. Do you want to have like a more of a run-based offense or like a pass-based offense? So I'm going to be showing you how to do both. So we're going to start here with the pass-based offense. And for a pass-based offense, you're going to need to have a good quarterback, obviously. So I'd say that a top 5 pick is pretty good. Now, you're wondering, how do you get a top 5 pick? You don't really have a way to control it, but you can just quit and just delete it and just reset until you get a good pick, which is what I'm going to be doing here. And you may be asking why a top 5 pick, and it's because there's actually 7 X Factor quarterbacks, but 2 of them are Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady, who are pretty old, so you're probably going to want a young quarterback, and also one that has an X Factor. So enough talking, let's go ahead and get into this fantasy draft and see what pick we get. We're going to get pick number 19, that's not going to be good enough.
5 minutes later.
So it looks like I got pick number 2. And the Ravens pick Lamar Jackson, number 1. So you know what that means. Yeah, this guy right here. Yeah, this Patrick guy. Yeah, easiest draft pick of my life. So, you gotta obviously take a quarterback first. You know, obviously, especially if you're gonna get that top 5 pick like I did. And you're going to want to have a good receiver for your quarterback to throw to. So if you look at receivers here, you got DeAndre Hopkins, Tyler Lockett, and Amari Cooper. No. You're going to want to pick some defensive guys first. I'm going to take Cameron Hayward just because he's an X Factor. You know, that's 2 X Factors on our team now. And I also like to take Demario Davis after this because he's another X Factor. Again, both these guys are kind of old, but it's okay because they're both X Factors. And now we already have 3 X Factors on our team. So now we have Patrick Mahomes, Cameron Hayward, and Demario Davis. And now we have DeAndre Hopkins. And you might be wondering, how is he still here? Well, take a look at this little thing here. He's just a star. Somehow he's at 95 overall. It shouldn't be an X Factor, but he's just a star. So he's not even a superstar, which means that no one really wants to take him. So you can wait on him a lot. And there is an even better way that I have to get much better receivers. So you're going to want to stick around to see that. And I might be thinking, take Josh Jacobs, you need a running back? Well, no. Because if you think about it, you don't actually really need a running back, because if you have Patrick Mahomes, you're not going to be running the ball that much, let's be honest. So I'm just going to grab Micah Hyde, he's a superstar. Probably should have grabbed a cornerback right there, but you know what, it's all good. Take a look at CB, a Woozier. Yeah, I'll take him. Now, we're also going to want to grab some offensive linemen here. So, Joe Thuney, 89 overall left guard. I'll take it. So, after you draft those main 4 guys, your quarterback, Cameron Hayward, Demario Davis, and DeAndre Hopkins, you're just going to want to just do what I'm doing here. Just like grab some random defensive guys, offensive linemen in there. Although, I'd say about now, it's about time to get a running back. So, it's probably better to get a running back round number 7, because you can grab someone like Tony Pollard. I really do love Tony Pollard, however, it looks like he got taken. So I'm just going to grab Dameon Pierce. He's a rookie, 83 overall. Pretty solid. And what do you know? Harrison Smith is still here, 91 overall. Superstar. I'll take him. And now, here, I'm going to do something that will shock you. We're going to go over to quarterback here, and I'm going to grab Kirk Cousins. But not for the reason why you're thinking. No. I mean, you might be thinking, oh, it's just a good backup. I'm going to draft Kirk Cousins. Says that's a reach, but trust me, that's not a reach. Then I'm just going to grab one more offensive lineman, I think. Let's take a look here. Center, Corey Linsley, 89 overall. I don't know why, for some reason he just like never gets picked. But yeah, I think that's pretty much good. Now, the only thing that's pretty much a perfect draft in my eyes, the only thing you could have done better is maybe take a cornerback sooner or taking a slightly better running back earlier. But again, we're not going to be running the ball that much, so I think this team is actually pretty solid. This is basically my ideal draft. So it's round 12, and about round 12, I like to just advance to the end of the draft because I don't do the entire thing because then you're just picking backups and stuff. So let's just simulate the rest of this draft and see our team. So again, in case you have a hard time remembering this, draft a quarterback, draft Cameron Hayward, Demario Davis, or you could take a different defensive guy. That's just what I like to do because they're both X factors. Then take DeAndre Hopkins. Then you're going to want to kind of like just grab a couple random offensive linemen, defensive guys, just whatever, you know, kind of pops up. And then around round 7 or round 8, you're going to want to draft a running back. And then draft Kirk Cousins, as well as some different offensive lineman stuff. And Kirk Cousins is a very key part, and you'll see why. So here is our team. We're at 87 offense, 84 defense, 85 overall, 289 overall offensive lineman. We also got this left tackle, 78. I mean, that's pretty decent. Patrick Mahomes at quarterback. Then we got these bros on defense. Our defense says it's only 84, but actually it looks pretty stacked. We got 2 X factors here, then a superstar. Oh, apparently Micah Hyde is injured. Oh, he's out for 20 weeks. So yeah, take a different free safety. I didn't realize that he was injured. But yeah, our defense would probably be a lot higher overall if we didn't have this guy in here. So our wide receivers are looking okay. Now we have D-Hop, but behind him, I mean, we have, you know, Julio Jones, but like we don't have any X factors. Well, we don't have any X factors yet. Remember how I was talking about Kirk Cousins here? Yeah, we're just gonna add you to the trade block real quick. Let's just sit in next week and let's just see what kind of trade offers we get for him. Oh, looks like we have some trade offers. Look at this dude, Mike Evans. We also got Jordan Poyer at 91 strong safety. I mean, I'd love to take him, but Mike Evans, dude. Mike Evans for Kirk Cousins, and this is actually on the worst side of trades. I've gotten DK Metcalf for him. I've gotten Terry McLaurin for him, a 93 overall X Factor, and he's young. So this Mike Evans trade isn't a bad trade, but yeah, I'm going to accept that. So that move bumped our team up to an 85 overall. Our team is looking really stacked, dude. And again, this team has potential for so much more. Like, you could get, like, Terry McLaurin in here instead of Mike Evans. You could have a better, strong safety, because I didn't know that Micah Hyde was injured yet, because, you know, I'm stupid. You got 2 X Factors on defense, 2 X Factors on offense. So yeah, guys, that's basically how you draft an insane team. Okay, boys, so now let's move on to the run-based team. It's not as crucial that you get an amazing pick, but you are going to want to draft a running back first, and I think it's pretty obvious who I'm going to draft here. The best running back in the game, Nick Chubb. And you're going to want to prioritize offensive linemen a lot more than you did in the pass-based one. Trent Williams, I think I can wait on. I'm just going to go ahead and take Zach Martin right here. There's not as many good right guards, and there's a ton of good left tackles, so you're kind of going to look at where the value is, like the highest per position. So I'd say drafting some people on defense would also be a good idea. Hey, Cameron Hayward's still here. Let's get it. So now let's go ahead and look at left tackle. Laramie Tunsil's here. I think I can wait on him around. I'm going to go ahead and take Denzel Ward. So yeah, basically just take a running back and a couple of like defensive guys in here, as well as offensive linemen. Is Laramie Tunsil still here? Yes, he is. I'm going to take him. So as we keep building up the defense, I think that we might need to take a quarterback at this point. I think that this guy's going to be a good pick, Geno Smith. I'm going to go ahead and keep building up the defense here. We're going to take Bobby Wagner. We'll take Harrison Smith again. Also, got him both times for an absolute steal. We'll go ahead and take Corey Linsley again. But actually, we're going to do the same trick with Kirk Cousins. And now we'll take Corey Linsley. And now, yeah, I think that we're pretty much good. We have our running back. We have our offensive lineman. Now, I think we just need to sit into the draft and do the Kirk Cousins thing, or I could try trading away Geno Smith, keep Kirk Cousins, but I think I'm going to trade Kirk Cousins. So guys, again, remember, in this draft, you're going to want to take a good running back first, obviously. Then you're going to want to look at where the value for the offensive line is highest and lowest. So, for example, I saw that there was a lot of good left tackles, but not very many good right guards. So I took Zach Martin, even though he was a lower overall. And then just take different guys on defense, and then use Kirk Cousins to get your wide receivers. I mean, the Kirk Cousins thing is like an absolute steal. I mean, you're drafting Kirk Cousins like the 10th round. And so it's basically like you're drafting Mike Evans in the 10th round. So here we are, 87 offense, 83 defense. Is the defense really just an 83? I guess so, but still, this team is looking pretty stacked. Offensive line is great, especially this left side. Oh, I was saying Zach Martin was a right guard. This entire time he's actually a left guard. But yeah, the right side is not looking as good. And now I'm just going to put Kirk Cousins on the trade block. Amari Cooper, 90 overall. Deebo Samuel, 90 overall, and an X Factor. I'm going to take Deebo Samuel. So now just a final look at our team. Deebo Samuel, Nick Chubb. We got Geno Smith at quarterback, but the quarterback doesn't really matter as much if we're going to be running it a lot. A stacked O-line, and a decent defense as well. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Let me know if you want me to do a draft where I literally only draft quarterbacks and trade them away to see what kind of insane people I can get. I think that'd be a cool draft idea. Only quarterbacks, but then you trade them all away to fill out your team. Let me know if you want to see that in the comments. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. And yeah, we'll see you on the next video. You know what? I was gonna say subscribe, but I'll go ahead and let Nick Chubb say it.
Subscribe.